Hello, my dear Aquarians. This is the Sun Woman. Thank you so much for stopping with me for this new moon cycle in Virgo for your holistic tarot readings. This new moon in Virgo is going to cover, the reading is actually going to cover the new moon period from September 19th through to October 19th, which will be the next new moon in Libra in October. The new moon lunation, is a period for planting seeds, for starting something new, for making a fresh start, for setting your intentions so that over that 28-day cycle, what you put into motion, whether it is psychically, whether it is actually, actively stepping out and doing something, planting seeds, you will see that thing grow and start to manifest with the energy of the moon, with nature behind it. Okay, that's why the new moon period is so potent, because we're aligning ourselves with the forces of nature, with the universe, to kind of help us along with our intentions. And the universe will help you if you are in alignment. Okay. So this new moon cycle in Virgo is going to be highlighting your 8th house, and your 8th house is the house of intimacy, okay? It's the house where we share something with someone else in our life. Now, whether that thing that we are sharing is resources such as money, a home, investments, a business, or more intimate resources like love, devotion, intimacy, sexual intimacy, physical intimacy, all of those things, whatever you are giving over to someone and someone is giving back to you, are going to be in the 8th house, going to be covered by the 8th house. Okay, so that's a very powerful house to be highlighted with newness, because there's an opportunity for you in the next 28 days to really go to the next level of intimacy, or of connectedness, or of sharing with someone else in your life. Okay, now on a less emotional level, the 8th house covers money that is given to us through loans, scholarships, grants, legacies, inheritances. So it's you coming into abundance, or coming into resources through the actions or the influence of someone else in your life. All of that falls in the 8th house. Okay. So money, power, intimacy, sex, deep transformations are covered by the 8th house. So for me, the message, I'm using the Universal Tarot cards, nice big cards where I can see lots of the detail in them. And I am also using an oracle card from a new oracle deck that I have called the Vintage Wisdom Oracle Deck. Which has some beautiful Victorian photographs, artwork on it. And I've laid the cards down and I pulled the oracle card, and it's interesting for me because the center card you have here is the Chariot. And the Chariot is kind of the middle ground, that pivot point in the month, in this 28-day cycle. And so I'm feeling that I want to kind of jump there. We're going to go back and then we'll go forward. But I want to jump there because for me, the Chariot is a very powerful card. It's a major arcana. You have a lot of major arcana here. The Fool, the Hangman, the Chariot, the Temperance card, and the World. And as a clarifier on the World reversed, I pulled another card, which is the Hermit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana coming up for you, which again underlines this being a very important, very significant month for you. Now, most of the major arcana cards are reversed, including the Chariot in the middle here. So what I feel is that this is going to be a month where there are very strong outside forces. There are very strong divine energies, universal energies that are working in your life to bring about something that you want, okay? Some deeper level of connection with someone in your life, some deeper level of intimacy. But for some reason, and it may be because of history with that person or in that situation, there is a need for you to maintain control. Okay, to maintain control of your emotions, control of the words you say, control of your actions, to not allow the situation to go off course, or for the train to go off the rails, or because you could be derailed in all of the progress that you've made to this point. All right. The Five of Cups is at the base of the deck here, which means that there has been some difficulty on an emotional level, but you are coming into a healing place now. You're coming out of that sense of sadness or separation or alienation or emotional difficulties, and there is now a ripe opportunity for you to move forward emotionally, for you to forget about the cups that were spilled and focus on the ones that are still upright. Okay, so on the Five of Cups, you have 3 cups that are spilled, but you have 2 that are still standing. So those 2 cups can represent an intimate relationship, 2 people connecting, and with this lunation in your 8th house, again, we're talking about deep connections with another person. So the Five of Cups reversed for me is an excellent omen that says that at the base of the energies here, there is an opportunity for you to move to the next level, and that if you have experienced any difficulties, know that you're in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. Okay, don't worry about what has come before. Now, last month, I know that you received a very strong reading, so I feel that in the previous new moon cycle, there was definitely either a reconnecting or a deepening or getting closer to perhaps a significant other in your life. Some of you may have gotten engaged or gotten married, or there was some kind of growth or movement forward, or evolution in a relationship that gave you new life, new hope in your connection with that person. Okay, so I think that this month is going to be a continuation of that, but what you need to do is maintain that sense of balance that you may have achieved. Okay, give me one moment. All right, so what I do feel is that as you're moving into this first week of the new moon cycle, say the first week to 10 days, you are ready to jump off the cliff. The Fool is here, and the fool is always excitement, optimism, ready to take a risk, ready to move forward, ready to, abandon the past or abandon any difficulties and just, jump into something 100%, without worrying about throwing your cares to the wind. Okay. But what I want you to do is not allow yourself to get carried away. Okay, be supported by any progress that you've made or any strengthening or deepening of a connection, because the Ace of Cups is here, and the Ace of Cups says that there is love here. There's no question. There is the beginnings of your heart's desire. There is the beginnings of a strong emotional relationship. Your cup is overflowing with love. There's no question here. You have made a soulmate connection. You've made a deep connection, a powerful emotional connection. And in that first week to 10 days of this new moon cycle, you are going to be experiencing that. Okay. There may be, very wonderful or loving moments spent with a loved one. There may be a deepening of the intimacy with this person. And, you are kind of, it's like, your cup runneth over. Next to that Ace of Cups is the Seven of Cups. So again, a sense of so many options, so many potential. There's limitless potential in this connection, in this union. You have all of these cups with all of these options here to choose from. So anyone that you are connected to right now, there is a very good chance that this person has all of the flavors that you're looking for. Okay, they may be, emotionally available to you, extremely attractive to you, sexually attractive. You may have common interests. They may be successful in their area of endeavor or their profession. So there's a lot going on. You may have strong involvements together as far as I said, your interests or, a lot of things in common. So there really is a lot of untapped potential with this connection. And so much so that you're so excited and you just want to jump into it, with no restrictions, with no limitations. But the Fool says it's not yet time. Okay, it's right now is not exactly the perfect timing for that to happen. There are still things that need to happen. There's still growth that needs to happen. There may be things that need to be resolved before you can move forward full speed ahead with this connection in your life. Okay. So right now it seems as though the resolution to your situation or moving forward, really all of that is not in your hands right now. Okay, you have done the work. The work has been staying steadfast in your love, in your devotion, in your caring, expressing yourself to someone else, doing everything that you can to build intimacy, to build connection, to build trust with someone. You've done all that. So that's why the Ace of Cups is showing up here. Okay, but going back to the theme of things not yet being resolved, you have the Hangman here, and the Hangman indicates that there is a need for you to kind of hang out and wait, and things are in a state of suspended animation because you cannot actively make something happen right now. The major arcana are saying that really this is out of your control. You can only be and do what you can do and be who you are and give what you give, but you cannot actively make something transform or manifest that it's not yet time to bring about or to manifest. Okay, so the Hangman says you have to look at this from a different perspective. You have to be in a state of waiting. You have to be in a state of expectation. You have to detach yourself from a desired outcome here. Okay, because there are forces here behind the scenes that are moving things around and making adjustments and transformations and evolutions in other people's situations, in situations that you have no control over. And so the only thing you can do is kind of sit back and wait. Keep the faith. Look at things from a different perspective. Look at the underlying energies that are there that may be working towards your favor, but that you do not have the ability to actually see the end goal or the end product yet. Okay, which again, the Seven of Cups talks about there being some kind of veil of potentially a veil covering the situation where you can't see clearly yet. All right, now we talked about the Chariot. Chariot is a need to remain in control, to not let your emotions get the best of you, to not disrupt a situation that has a potential of victory for you just because you are impatient, jealous perhaps, emotional, feeling the word intimidated comes, but I don't know if it's that word. Insecure is better, okay? Feeling insecure. There is someone showing up here, a Knight of Pentacles. Now, this Knight of Pentacles could be someone of an earth sign personality, which is Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, and male or female. But the energy of the Knight of Pentacles is one that is really, the Knight of Pentacles is dragging his or her feet. Okay, so in some way, shape, or form, the resolution or the movement or the next step process of what's happening in your intimate life right now is being influenced very strongly by this Knight of Pentacles. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles, when he or she is right side up, okay, takes his or her time, plods along, creates a structure, can't be rushed, can't be pushed. With the Knight of Pentacles reversed, something is making this Knight of Pentacles not just move slowly, but drag his or her feet. Okay, there is a resistance to change. There is a resistance to movement forward. There's a resistance because it has something to do with his or her sense of security or sense of prosperity or sense of there may be a financial aspect here. So there may be, this Knight may be dragging his or her feet because making a move or making a change is going to disrupt their sense of security or the foundations that they have carefully, slowly built over a long period of time, perhaps. So this could be your loved one. This could be your partner. This could be the influence of someone else around you. This could be, this could be someone connected to your significant other, maybe an ex or, or a current partner, or, someone that your significant other is connected to, that may be dragging his or her feet in leaving a situation or possibly resolving a situation. Again, there could be considerations of alimony, child support. These are things that come up where the 8th house is concerned. And even though this lunation is in your 8th house, it could be that your attachment or the resources of your partner or of your significant other are limited for you because they are still tied up with someone else, okay, with whom that person still has a connection. So, the good news here is that there is love here. There's true love. There's a heart connection. There's a powerful emotional connection with someone that is undeniable here. The not so good news is that you may be waiting for someone else to make a decision or to make a move before you can really make your move, okay, or have your resolution take place here, okay, or before you can make progress here. Okay, now what's the key to remaining in control? What's the key to gaining in this situation so that you don't lose your foothold? Well, for me, the key is listening. Okay, let me move this card so that it's closer here for you. The key here is listening. Active listening. Okay? Don't try to force your desires. Don't try to force your agenda. Listen to what someone is saying to you. Listen to what someone is expressing to you. Okay? Listen to what is being said to you, how it's being said. Listen to the emotions behind it. Listen to your heart. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your higher self that has all of the answers, that sees things clearly, and that has the ability to see beneath the veil that your conscious mind may be blocking you from being able to see in this situation. Okay? Listen to your partner. Listen to your significant other in what they may be expressing to you. They may be having a difficult time explaining to you why they're not able to move forward yet, or to to make progress with you. So you have to kind of listen to what's not being said as well as what is being said. And in that listening, you will gain a better understanding of what's going on. Okay? Now, the Four of Swords says take a rest, sit back, recuperate, allow yourself to breathe, allow yourself to meditate, allow yourself to pray over the situation, okay? Pray for a positive outcome, send positive energy into the situation. Don't try and aggressively force the situation, because the result of that is only going to be to throw things completely off balance, as I said with the Chariot. And you may find that as you pull back, as you kind of pull back your energies a little bit here, pull back your light a little bit, just for self-preservation, for reasons of self-preservation, because if we get to the point where we can't aggressively push into making something happen, then we know that we have to bring the opposite energy in there, a more receptive energy, a more waiting to see, a more openness sorry, tongue-tied there, instead of that pushing forward, because the situation is in flux, okay? Temperance is here, which means that there are a lot of elements that are trying to be blended and mixed and resolved. There's a lot of emotion going on here. There's instability. There's emotional instability. Maybe on your part, maybe on your partner's part, maybe in the situation in general, people who are external influences. So someone has to be the solid, calm foundation. Someone has to be the center, the stable center in the middle of the storm. Not that there's necessarily going to be a stormy situation if you maintain control and kind of let people play out their role and their drama on their own, and don't allow yourself to be part of that. Concentrate on the things that you have control over and that you can change. And what you are not able to change right now, release that, okay? So listen to what's going on, listen to your heart, listen to others, take cues from others when you should, move forward, when you should hold back. And the world here says that the situation is almost ready. It's almost going to happen. It's almost at the end point. The cycle is almost there, but not quite yet, okay? The world says you're coming to the end of that cycle, you're coming to a culmination, you're coming to a point of, a fruition of, getting to the end zone that you want to be at, but it's almost there. It's not quite yet the time, okay? So things are still being influenced on the back end or behind the scenes. So allow those things to work their way and to, all the blocks and the bricks to be moved into place so that you can have a strong foundation when it's time for you to move forward. Now, as a clarifier for the world, I was asking, what is this that's delaying? What's this delay that's holding things up? and I pulled the Hermit as the clarifier card, okay? So the Hermit is a card that represents Virgo. So, we were talking about the Knight of Pentacles here, could be a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Here's the Virgo card, so there could be someone of the sign Virgo who is influencing the situation and who you may be waiting on to make a decision or to speak their truth or to come to a conclusion or an understanding or have a revelation, okay? So this person may be contemplating their next move or contemplating information that has come out or that's coming out at the end of this new moon cycle right around October 19th, 20th, okay? So again, listen, wait and see, let the situation keep things on course, keep things stable. Don't allow your emotions to get the best of you, throw you off course, throw your hard-earned progress off course with someone in your intimate life. And you also embody the energy of the Hermit, okay? Because there is light. The Hermit shows that there's light at the end of the tunnel, okay? And that light is going to be shown to you. That revelation is going to come, but it more than likely will come in the next new moon cycle. So after October 19th, October 20th, when we're in the period of Libra, moving to Scorpio, then that period of time which talks about relationships and talks about intimacy, that truth is going to reveal itself to you, okay? And I think it will be very beneficial to your cause, to what you're trying to achieve here on an intimate level. All right, Aquarius, so this is your reading for the September new moon cycle in Virgo. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. And if you'd like a personal reading, please contact me at the link below in the information box. Until next month, I bid you all good things, love, peace, and joy, and I bid you namaste.